so much I can't put into words, but I just can't explain. Yeah, yeah. Only one thing I know for sure is I can't get you off my brain. Yeah, feelings I never felt before, taking over everything. I keep on falling more and more and more. Wanna give you everything. You just don't know, do you? All the things you do. Feel you even when you're not here from within. You just don't know the way you run my mind all day. Take me far away to a place I wanna stay. So far away, I wanna stay. Ooh, yeah, so far away.
All right, man. We're back again to Punch In. We got a very special guest, the first singer that ever, came and blessed us. Shout out to Chloe Hart. Chloe, what's going on? How are you?
Well, I'm honored to be the first singer on the platform. I thought it was a cool concept because something I like to do, even though I am a singer and not a rapper, is kind of like freestyle in a way to different beats of songs. And just, I feel like I actually create better when it's kind of off the top of my head and not written down. So I thought it was something I could have fun with.
For sure. Yeah, you do that a lot on social media, like with your clips and stuff, like kind of remixing songs,
Yeah.
I guess, technically. But, um, I mean, you like to do that creatively more or like,
Yeah, I used to try to write everything that I would make, but I found that typically that would kind of limit my creativity a little bit or make it seem like I was forcing something and it wouldn't come to me as naturally. But if I really just let it flow how it naturally goes, and that's when I create something I really like. So that's kind of something I've had to develop over time.
for sure. And I know, we talked about it. You've kind of been doing a lot since the last time we
Yeah.
sat down to do the interview. So kind of just take me through. I mean, what kind of? It seems like you kind of kickstarted and like um, dove a little
Yeah.
bit deeper into music. Just making a little bit more content and stuff like that in terms of the music side of stuff. So, I
Yeah.
mean, what kind of set that in motion?
So I believe last time we talked, it was in like 2022, maybe,
Yeah,
an
probably.
interview here. So since then, I moved to Oklahoma City, and I feel like at that point, I kind of really jumped into it more and started taking it more seriously. But there was one particular event I would say that kind of set it off for me. So when I went to the first Pass the Aux event that was here, I had honestly reached a point where I don't want to say I was ready to give up, but I was kind of thinking, oh, maybe I'll just focus more on music for fun because I didn't really feel like I was getting anywhere with it as far as getting recognition. And that event changed everything for me because I played the song Endless there, which is out now. At the time, it wasn't out. But the reaction I got was just crazy, and I just met so many different people, whether they were other artists or just people who liked the music in general, who gave me such a positive reaction, and that kind of kickstarted my motivation a lot. And then once I released the song, I got a lot of opportunities with it, a lot more traction, and just people reaching out to me about my music, and that was just very exciting for me and meant a lot to me because it showed me that I was glad I pushed myself to go put myself out there, even at that point where I really wasn't getting anywhere because that like sometimes putting yourself out there just you never know what's going to happen and it could be something so unexpectedly good. And yeah, since then I've done a lot more performances as well, a lot more live shows, just a lot more networking, working more studio sessions, and yeah, I just definitely see it now as something that even though I've always loved music so much personally, it's something I can share with other people and they'll love what I put out there, and that just means everything to me.
For sure. And back to Past the Ox, I know you said it was kind of, you weren't sure if it was something that you wanted to do or what. I remember you being nervous that
Yeah, I
night
was
to
very
even play the
nervous.
song. Because I
Yeah.
think you had just recorded it like
That day. Yeah, literally that day.
exactly. So, I mean, just you were kind of the star of the main studio, like Rob and Rob, shout out to Rob Stovall. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, shout out
a
to
bunch of
Rob
people were
for
like grabbing me, like, hey, like, that song she played is
Yeah. That was just like unbelievable for me. I never expected that to be the situation. I thought maybe like one or two people would be like, "Oh, it's a good song," but that would be it. And then people would kind of forget about it. That's not what happened at all. It was crazy to me.
for sure. And you say you've been doing more performances. I know you did the big show we talked about. You did Trippin' Friends a couple times, I think, right? Since then.
Yeah, a couple of times this year.
Uh, so just talk about those and kind of the reaction. I'm sure that's a different
Yeah.
animal getting up and performing live.
Yeah, I feel like especially as a singer because a lot of times, in Oklahoma, like rappers will get up on stage to perform. They'll bring like five or six guys with them. I'm sure that'll make them just more comfortable in the moment. And as a singer, it's not necessarily that way. Like you're not gonna have like an entourage of any sort. Like my friends will go and support me and watch me, but they're not gonna go up there on stage with me,
Yeah,
So
jumping
it's
around
really
behind you.
yeah, just like, cause it's chill songs. It's not the type of environment to be doing all that. So it's just kind of like going up there by myself was really nerve wracking at first. And I'm also not a person who was like comfortable with that. So, but doing all these shows this year gave me that experience and definitely like developed my skills at it over time, raised my confidence a lot, especially, doing shows like you talked about the big show. Like, that's definitely something with a bigger audience in Oklahoma that, was a lot of people watching me, and that's something I probably couldn't have done like 2 years ago without just like I don't know, having a panic attack or something because I was so nervous. But yeah, I did that. Shout out to Trippin' Friends has been really supportive of me. Soul Body Cyphers I think was the first performance I ever did. Was very supportive of me as well. And I did some other shows this year too. I did 405 Nation, one in Tulsa, I believe it was Up Next, Oklahoma. Just a variety of shows, and each one gave me a different experience. And I just had to learn how to adapt and just let my confidence with performing live develop. And I'm definitely closer to where I want to be with it now.
For sure, definitely. You got another show coming up in a few weeks, right? You're doing gift wraps?
Yeah, gift wraps. At Resonant Head, I believe, JB's show. I'm very excited about that. Not just because it's a performance opportunity, but because it is for a great cause. And anything that really impacts the community here in OKC positively is something that I would love to be a part of. So, yeah, pull up to gift wraps on December 27th. It'll be a good show.
Definitely. Shout out to JB. And then you just dropped a single about a month
Yes,
ago.
I
It's
did.
Undone, right? October 29th. So just, talk to me about that song.
Yeah, so Undone, I was kind of at a point after Endless where I was like, how am I going to follow this up? Because, like I said, I was so impressed by the reaction I got from it. But eventually I reached a place where I was just kind of thinking, like, I have to just do what comes naturally to me. And that was a song I made when I really wasn't trying to, like, force anything. I was just recording at home, recording myself. And it was something where the lyrics were very meaningful to me. It was something that came from the heart, and I like the sound a lot. It was just like a chill vibe. And I will say I have some stuff coming out soon that's going to be more upbeat, more like on the catchy side, which I also really enjoy doing as an artist. But sometimes I think it's nice to just have those moments where you make songs that are more personal to you, that you can just chill, lay back vibe to really think about what the song is saying. And that was kind of my goal with that.
For sure. I know it's the end of the year. Who's on your Spotify or Apple Music?
Apple Music,
Who's
100%.
number one on your replay?
Kendrick.
Kendrick?
Yeah. Does that surprise you?
Yeah, a little bit.
He's never been on there before, honestly. But
You
I
just
think it
hate
was
Drake or
just
what?
no. I listened to his new album a lot when it came out this year, and then yeah, I did listen to the Drake beef songs a lot as well. Outside of him, it was like a mix of like rappers and like female R&B singers. But yeah, it actually was Kendrick, which surprised me.
Me too.
Last year it was Drake.
Okay, she's playing both sides. But before we get out of here, anything else that we need to be on the lookout for? I know you say you got some new music coming.
Yeah, okay, I talked about Undone, gift wraps. I do have new music coming soon. I just don't have exact dates yet. But just be on the lookout. Like I said, it'll be a little more upbeat, something different. But yeah, it'll be coming probably before the end of the year.
For sure. Well, I appreciate you, Chloe. Like I
Thank you
said,
guys
first
for
singer
having me.
that came in and did the show.
Yeah.
Took less takes than most of the rappers, believe
Uh,
it or not. So I appreciate you for sure.
Thank you so much. Thank y'all for having me. Shout out to OakA.